Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Cypher here, and this is another Battlefield Bad Company 2 gameplay commentary. I don't remember the map, I'll put it in the description, I'll check it when I'm done with this commentary. But I have some quick news actually. One of my clips has been featured on I think it was Beast of the Week, it's called, on Machinima Respawn. Some of you might recognize the clip. I know at least one of my viewers has already recognized the clip. It is from Bad Company 2 Mayhem Part 2, my most popular Mayhem video to date. It's the one where I start off with the double C4 kill and then end up annihilating the entire enemy team. It's a pretty decent clip. I ranked 6 on a top 10, which I am extremely grateful for. Even more grateful actually being featured on such a huge channel with such a huge audience. So I'll put the link in the description for you guys if you would like to go in and watch it. You don't have to favorite it. It doesn't really make any difference for me. My channel is unfortunately not linked in the description. But hey, I don't care. One of my clips made it on there. I'm just happy about that. Right, let's take a time to talk about the gameplay for once. Oh wow. This is, as usual, Rush. Like many of you might know, it's my favorite game mode because the maps are a little bit smaller than in Conquest, plus you always know where the enemy is going to be. They're going to be around the objective and or trying to flank around you. And I honestly find that a lot easier. As you can see here, I go on a little death streak. I think I'm using M14 at this point. But I do swap it up and I go for the shotgun as usual. And I've actually never mentioned this, so I will do that now. The reason I favor the 870 shotgun, and not the Spaz like I'm using right now. The reason I'm favoring that the 870 Remington is actually because it's smaller. As you can see on the video here, the Spaz actually takes up quite a lot of the screen space, and I've never really felt that comfortable using it, even though it's in some of my videos. I just feel more comfortable with a weapon that allows me to see the screen more. In some of the previous first-person shooters I played, you were actually able to turn off the weapons so you couldn't see them on your screen. You still have them, but you couldn't see them, and that greatly increased how much you can see on the screen. And yeah, look at me camper after planting the objective. This is all. I think this was after I made the clips from Mayhem 2, and it is a pretty good thing to when you arm an objective, just plant some C4 on it and just, sorry for saying this, sit in a corner and wait for them to try and defuse it, because that will usually net you quite a few kills. Also, and some of the new videos I'll be putting out these next few days, I'm going to be doing some random Battlefield 3 beta stuff. Unfortunately, like you guys know, the beta was only one map, so I can only show you guys from that map. But I will be going through and talking about the various flanking routes on Operation Metro. Once the full game is released, I will start talking about the flanking routes on the other maps once I get them down perfectly myself. Because there's no reason to actually show you guys something that I don't even know how to do myself. Pretty obvious, you'll think, but yeah. And actually, I have a little bit more news now that I think about it. My Battlefield 3 Mayhem, the second video, was featured on Don't Revive Me Bro. It's a podcast website for Battlefield gameplay. I think they're Battlefield exclusive. And that's actually, I'm really psyched about this, because since that video got posted up, I've gotten actually a decent increase in subs from my point of view. I think I've only gotten like 5 or 6 of them, but I mean, I'm still happy about it. To me, that's a big joy. So welcome to all you new guys, and I hope you guys enjoy my channel and the content that I'm putting out. Alright, so I have a completely different subject to tell you guys about in these last couple of minutes, or like 5 minutes that's left in the game. And it's actually a very, very sad story. I read it yesterday on a Danish newspaper site. They linked it British English speaking site, whatever, and it's really fucked up, and it honestly made me extremely mad and pissed off when I read about it and saw the video. Now, I will not be linking this news article for you guys because I honestly felt like crying after seeing it. But it was in China, and there was a 2-year-old girl crossing the street at a marketplace, and then a white van hits her. And what's the most fucked up thing about this is the girl didn't even move for like ages, and the van wasn't even driving that slowly. But he drove over her with the front axles first, then he stopped, and it looked like he was trying to reverse or something, but he didn't even do that. Instead, he slowly, and I mean very slowly, ran over her with the back wheels instead, and just drove on. And if you think this is the worst part, it's not, because not only did 18 fucking people walk past that poor little girl and just completely ignored her, she also got ran over by a truck. I mean, it wasn't like a big rig truck, it was a fairly small backloaded truck. And that was while she was lying on the road, and it just ran over her feet. And I was like, sorry to say this, I was in shock when I saw that. I couldn't believe my own eyes. I mean, I'm not gonna rant on Chinese people because I think all people are the same, and I know that stuff like that could easily happen in any other country. But seriously, how fucked up is that? Those people should be ashamed of themselves. They should fucking rot and burn in hell. And I'm very sorry for using this language, guys. But this, I'm still appalled about it. And I know from reading a lot of newspaper articles that even a lot of the Chinese people are frustrated and pissed off that anything like that happened. I mean, where's the compassion? I mean, one thing is that it's another human being on the ground. I don't know if any of you guys have any kids. I have 3 kids, and if anybody did that shit to my 2-year-old, my son is actually the same age. He's 2. I would slit their throat slowly and let them bleed out in front of me. That's how I feel about that. And I mean, again, where's the compassion for your fellow man? I am speechless, and I'm pissed off at the same time, and really want to go to shout at all those people. And the worst part is, it took it was actually an old lady, a street cleaner, who eventually actually went over to the child and picked her up. I like that she did that, but one of the problems is that the way that she actually picked that poor little girl up, I mean, it looked like she was almost shaking her and trying to and saying like, "Get up, you're just faking it." But yeah, I mean, that story breaks my heart. It seriously does. But luckily, from what I've read, the girl will survive, but her injuries are critical. Because the way the van actually ran over her pelvis and stomach area, so I'm guessing a lot of her body got crushed in that. Plus, her feet are probably also crushed from then when the truck ran her over. And like I said, I'm not going to link you guys the English-speaking websites link for it, because they show a video which was on the Chinese version of YouTube. And they show everything. I mean, they show her get ran over and all that stuff. But yeah. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching, and I hope that we will. Well, I don't hope. I know that I will be doing more commentaries. So I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.